For nearly 5 years, I've nurtured the idea of the collective, a concept that's taken shape through moments of inspiration and my dreams. But I didn't exactly know how I could bring it to life without the funding and safety of the corporate infrastructure I worked within throughout my professional life. Recently, I stumbled upon a ready-made technology platform that would serve my needs until the collective grows into what I know it can be. This discovery propelled me to pen the mission, values, and guiding principles, incorporating my experiences with community building, leadership, and enabling thriving cultures and the collective visions I've been capturing in my phone. I'll be sharing my lessons learned throughout this journey, starting with how I developed the foundational elements of the collective, leveraging the power of AI. I hope that by the end of this first exercise, you feel inspired to join the movement and to help create a community that wants to see us win, while having the tools necessary to create the building blocks of your own business venture. So what exactly is the collective? And what's the point? Whether it be a sole prop, large organization, community, or collective, you have to be able to identify and make clear what the entity is founded on. I've learned from my experience in corporate America that creating a mission, vision, purpose, values, and guiding principles and objectives not only provides a sense of direction, but it also has far-reaching implications for how the organization operates, how it's perceived, and how it succeeds in the long term. These statements form the foundation upon which an organization can build its strategies, culture, and brand. In other words, being intentional with crafting these statements will enable success and alignment of expectations, and it will attract exactly who you need to attract to helping to bring that purpose to life and build lasting success. While I'm pretty confident in my understanding of setting the tone for writing these foundational statements, I recently received feedback from an assessment that I could use some work on the areas of delivering messages in a way that leads others to listen and act, distills ideas into focused messages that inspire support and action from others, and clearly defines and communicates the strategic direction. This was feedback coming directly from my peers. So to hold myself accountable, I decided to take it a step further and leverage AI to ensure that my statements were in fact clear, influential, and sound. I used ChatGPT with this prompt, and here is what the first result was. Furthering this exercise, I wanted to make sure that my foundational statements were in alignment with one another. The last thing that I want to do is create confusion for those joining the collective. So once again, I used ChatGPT with the prompt you see, and here was the first result. I especially appreciated the last sentence. So often these foundational statements are crafted simply to check a box, but we know how damaging this can be to the culture of an organization, and it affects those from marginalized communities even more so. We have to hold ourselves accountable to being authentic, even if that isn't the norm. Something to note when using ChatGPT is that you have the ability to regenerate new results if they aren't meeting your needs, and you can pick and choose what's most relevant for your needs. Okay, so now it's time to craft your guiding principles. In my case, I wanted to craft guiding principles aligned to the 6 talent magnets identified by O.C. Tanner that are known for attracting and retaining talent. These same talent magnets guided me when crafting my other foundational statements so that I could ensure that I was in alignment overall. The principles help to ensure that we are operating under a shared vision. They provide a structured framework for decision making, foster a value-led culture, enable the nimble resilience necessary to navigate through challenging times, and they set the foundation for achieving success. These bold we statements will help us to live our mission. I won't bore you with too many details, as this was pretty straightforward. I went back to ChatGPT and used the prompts that you see here to get these results. I put in the actual talent magnets and definitions because the first results were summarizing using completely different themes instead of the talent magnets themselves. So I would definitely say if you're not getting the results that you need from artificial intelligence, you may want to think about rewording your prompts so that you can get something that is going to be more relevant to what your needs are. Okay, so now for the fun part. I needed a logo to bring the vision to life. I was reminded about the Bing image creator the day before thanks to my personal phone spy, aka Cookies, and I put in the prompt, create a logo based on mission, and I inserted the mission. I was pleasantly surprised that the AI seemed to understand the cultural feeling that I wanted to emanate with the logo. But I knew that something was a little off with the first 8 results. So I patiently tried again, and I landed on a logo that I felt captured the essence of upliftment, growth, love, and well-being of Black women. Of course, as you'll see, AI does have its nuances, so I went to PowerPoint and I used white circles to clean up the elements of the design that didn't work. I found a similar font to correctly spell the name of the Curlective, and then I transformed the text to curve to the roundness of the graphic. You can only go but so far in setting up anything web-based without a logo, and you may lack the skills, funds, or time to invest in creating your very own logo or paying someone to do it, like me. I'm looking forward to getting it cleaned up and refreshed by a paid Black artist when I'm able to, and I hope you'll hold me accountable as you follow along my journey of establishing the Curlective. That said, if you find yourself in a similar circumstance, I want to make sure that you understand some of the risks in leveraging AI-generated imagery, particularly when it's cultural. To the untrained or uncultured eye, these images look great, right? But look closer. What do you see? AI has a tendency to turn words into gibberish, just like the Ryan Leslie song. Speaking of which, what's it trying to say in that bottom right image? The top right image looked dope at first, but then it kind of looks like a clown, and that's definitely not the vibe I'm trying to go for. It's important to keep in mind the different ways in which your logo will show up online across websites and platforms. I started by making my one-by-one logo, which will also be leveraged as a favicon. Favicons are the little squares that show up when you visit a website on your phone or personal computer. Take a look at the browser tabs on any of the devices that you use, and you should see the favicon as well as the website page header information. If your logo isn't already square, there are a number of ways of doing it, but here's just one of them. Now you'll notice for me, I wanted to add the 4 main objectives for my community so that the purpose of the community would be understood at a high level, even if someone hadn't read the About Us page. And there you have it. Thank you for following me along on this creative journey of establishing the foundational components of the Curlective. While this was high level in nature, let me know what you think and what other aspects of this you'd like to learn more about. My intention is to document my learning journey as I continue to build this community for the purpose of showing you how you too can establish a business or community with a thoughtful foundation that supports a thriving culture. Don't forget to leave your feedback, and you can also do a quick knowledge check just to confirm your understanding of the lessons covered today. If you need further support, or if you have questions, or would like to have my coaching services, feel free to email me at curlective@gmail.com. Thank you.